So if I make a video out of this, I'll do the edit later and I'll put up the accounts that I'm talking about. But I've been getting attacked, and so have my friends. Some of my friends seem to be getting it worse than me, but I've I don't block a lot of these socks, but they're reported as spam because they're just harassment socks. So I don't even read them. When there's a bunch of spam comments at the bottom of either my YouTube or my Twitter, I don't even read them. So they're probably still giving it to me just as bad. But it seems like they were even giving it to some of my friends, like Darren and Carlos, even worse than me. And it's a bunch of these attack socks that are all connected. They're like there's like Technics, and then there's the Jigsaw one. Well, we already know they're all coming from the same source, and I'm not gonna call you out. I'm not gonna, because I'm trying not to do that, and I feel like this is why it was so disappointing, is because I felt like we had come to kind of an agreement. But I was in this space right before I started this stream, and Panda had been trying to like coax me into spaces since last night, because they've been going since like early yesterday evening, in like 24 hours. Him and Logan, in these crazy UFO Twitter spaces. And he had been we had been DMing a little bit, and he always tries to get me to come talk, like come hang out, come hang out. So I popped in there. I was getting ready to start my stream, and there's somebody who I've had past history with, and she has a right. Whenever I pop up and they want me to come speak, or I speak on my own, or I'm just there, uh, their PFP pops off the screen. And what they usually do is they go anonymous, because they come to my spaces. They just stay anonymous. I don't know why people. It's just games people play over there. But this time when they did it, the second they popped off the screen, one of those attack socks popped up immediately at the bottom. So what they did is switched over to the attack sock and came back in the space. And I don't know if it was an accident that they, but it revealed who it was. And people have been saying this was who was running all these attack socks. And keep in mind that this specific group of these attack socks, they've doxed. They put out like my grandparents' church. They were threatening that they were creeping on my sister. Like, it's real vile shit. Threatened to dox my sister. Um, they've done some really grimy shit. And when I saw, and it was proof of who is running that, man, because everyone had been trying to tell me like, well, this is probably who it is, and I didn't want to believe it because I didn't want to think that they were willing to be that grimy, and yeah, it bothered me a little bit, but um. We know, like, you proved who you are. You're so sloppy. Like, you'll forget what sock you're on sometimes. The shit posting and trolling, it just really isn't your thing. You're not very good at it. It's like one of those things where we knew who was doing it, but we couldn't really prove it. But this happened, and there were three other people in the space, and we all immediately coordinated in DMs like, hey, did you just see that? And everyone was like, yep. And I had screenshotted it, I'll put it up, of when the sock popped in, and it was 8 seconds, 10 seconds after they dropped off, and they just switched over to their sock. And um I just want to say, if it is, we know it's you. There's no need to keep doing this shit. I don't really have any issue with you. The stuff you're going at my friends, and there's like homophobic slurs. It's just lame. Like, and if I we know it's you. Can we just stop? Like, can you just put the hate socks away? Like, cause your friends aren't getting attacked by hate socks. Like, that's the difference here. You guys aren't getting death threats and creepy vague messages like we're creeping around on your sister's apartment, which is kind of what these socks were doing. They sent a photo of my sister's cat, and then they were trying to get in my head, like where I didn't remember where if I had sent this photo or not. But I know who I sent that photo to, and it was the same person that I'm talking about right now. The only person I ever sent that photo to. It's just it was I don't know. Not the disappointing isn't the word because I kind of knew like in the it was very likely, but when it did show the yeah and there's really you can't deny it. It's right in front of you. It bothered me a little bit because there's been a lot of you know like those socks have done some pretty hurtful things and said some pretty hurtful things and like I said, no one in your friend group is getting attacked by these by anonymous hate socks. Like the extent of it is me making these videos and just kind of like expressing myself, and Darren coming in spaces and expressing himself. So I don't understand where you guys justify that we deserve all this when we're just and it's us. We're not on socks. Which that brings me to another topic. I was getting bits of DMs trickling in saying that non-cred was telling people that I'm an account called UFO smug or ufology smug, and this guy that runs ufology smug is obviously brilliant and like well kept up on the UFO topic, and I'm not. Like it's just silly. I'm not ufology smug or whatever. I've known him for a while because we used to cross paths in wrestling comment streams, and I knew him as the guy that would always shit on WWE product. And I'll put his account up. He's a good dude. He just has it out for WWE. And anyone who knows me knows I'm a big fan of the WWE product. Like I talk about it all the time. Smug will be in there clowning my pose. Like yeah, it's not as good as AEW, and so it's just silly that people that say these things they're not paying attention. Like you're not paying attention, bro. You're not you're missing the forest for the trees constantly. It's kind of like becoming your new thing. Honestly, this smug guy when he probably sees that shit, it probably bothers him. Like I can't believe they would compare me to that guy. Cause dude, I'm that guy is way smarter than me. You can tell, especially when it comes to ufology topic. Like if you're confusing our posts together, that guy knows everything that's going on with Elizondo. He always knows what's going on with Greer. I don't. I don't keep up with those guys. That's not my niche. I don't really even care about them, and I've always been open about that. I don't follow these ufology figures. I don't even believe that's what ufology is about. I think that's what a lot of these people have made it about. Is these characters, but in my mind, these ufology cartoon characters, even the talking heads on Ancient Aliens. I mean, well, we know now from getting, Wilcock, getting a little closer to Wilcock. Those guys don't know anything that we don't know. And once I came to that determination that there's no one out here that has the answers about aliens and life on other planets or the afterlife. They're trying to figure it out just like me. And anyone who acts like they got it figured out or has answers to these things, they're full of shit in my mind. I don't take them seriously because we don't have the answers to those things yet. I'm convinced of it. So, yeah, it's silly. I don't think I resemble that guy ufology smug or whatever. I like him. I think he's cool. I like that he's willing to stand up to uh, the UFO Twitter cult and push back, knowing you're gonna get ratioed by a bunch of lunatics. But yeah, that's I'm not that guy. I made a joke on Twitter, but it's not me. The last thing I want to talk about is there was a space that got posted. I think I think ufology swap posted it on YouTube, and then I retweeted it on my account. It's at Felony Talk if you want to go check it out. It's probably the last. space. It's got a long bullshit narrative that I put up there. Um, but it's like the only clip that has like probably a minute, 2 minute long space or a clip from a space that's recent. I'll put it up when I do my edit. Um, but this is a discussion between two people on UFO Twitter and Jolly, who's well known in the community and ufology for mainly making things up about these aliens living in a mountain, which was debunked, I believe. That's what I was always told. But this is another guy, goon John Strader, explaining that when he was ill with prostate cancer, I believe, which that sucks. I hope you recovered from your cancer. That's terrible. And Jolly was claiming to give him medical advice. She was attempting to give him medical advice and change his decision making on procedures and stuff based on communications that she was saying she was having with a council of extraterrestrial beings. Um, this woman claimed that she encountered extraterrestrial beings in a mountain near the property where she lives, or some another. I don't really pay attention when people are speaking this nonsense, but that's the gist of the story. And it was debunked. Like, I guess a camera crew, they were gonna actually go and explore, and when it came down to it, she had to admit, I'm making this shit up, I guess. Well, now she still is in communication with these aliens again, and nobody thinks that's strange. But this isn't the first time either. There was another guy named Steve that told his story, and he was being spoken to and driving across the country to go deliver a message to a congresswoman the extraterrestrial beings were giving him in his brain. They call it a download. And he's telling this story about how he's driving across the country. His family is calling, trying to find out where he went. He's saying things while he's telling his story about how he knew that there were voices in his head. And eventually he ended up at a hospital where he was about to seek medical attention, which was the most mature, intelligent thing to do at that point. You're driving across country, listening to the voices in your head, like letting them guide you. Yeah, you probably need help, bro. While he was sitting at the hospital, he somehow came into contact with Jolly, the same woman that is giving Strader this medical advice, and she told him, "Do not go into the hospital. Come home with me. I'll fix you." So this is two people now that this woman has swerved away from medical procedures and given bogus medical advice on lies. She's not meeting with any aliens in a cave. Are you insane? And Strader is smart enough, because in this clip he's even saying, like, I don't, but it's still bad because he's like, I don't think I believe it, but um this is so dangerous, man. It it messed with his head enough that it changed his thought process on it. It changed his decision making process on something very, very serious like cancer. So you got people on UFO Twitter infiltrating other members of UFO Twitter's serious issues in their real lives. Like, this is something that you first off, why are you telling it Jolly about it? Um, Second off, just this is next level bad, guys. If you don't call this type of stuff out, someone's gonna get hurt, man. I don't know. This John Strader guy fucking hates me, hates my guts. So I didn't even really look into like how he's doing now, how it turned out. But this is a woman with zero medical background, guiding a guy on how to face cancer. And because he happens to believe in some of the goofy alien bullshit, she's able to change his thought process on it. And like I said, this isn't the first time. I bet that Steve guy wasn't even the second time. This has probably happened over and over and over again. And with the Steve guy, her motivation was, come home with me and I'll put you on UFO Twitter Spaces and we'll become UFO Twitter famous. Talking about this crazy story driving across the country. So she stopped him from going and seeing a doctor and finding out why he was hearing all these voices in his head, and took him home. Like, I'll come home with me, we'll figure it out together. And you all say this isn't a cult. This isn't weird. Nothing strange going on here. That TJ Felony guy is just nuts. Come on, man. It's bad. It's next level bad.